Landlords across the country have started the eviction process early, despite an active federal moratorium due to the pandemic. One Omaha family says they are up to date on rent, yet their landlord, William Stanek, is not renewing their lease and is evicting them. 3 News Now reporter Kent Lutzen was in the courtroom when the judge finalized the paperwork and has more on their situation. Kent?
Good morning, Jenny. For the last 2 weeks, we've shined a light on the loophole Omaha landlord William Stanek is using to continue evicting tenants from his apartment building on Jones Street. Instead of evicting a tenant because of unpaid rent, which is not allowed, Stanek is removing renters because their leases were up and he decided not to renew them. Now, his latest victim, Mary Miller, and her family were in this loophole. They're caught in this loophole with the eviction finalized on Tuesday in the courtroom. Stanek gave Miller a 30-day notice to leave after she made complaints to the city about the condition of the apartment. Also, now you can see in these pictures some of those complaints. Now there's water damage, leaking ceilings, holes in the walls, missing smoke and carbon monoxide detectors, as well as doors that were never installed or not installed properly. The difference in this case compared to others we've shared is the Miller family is current on their rent. That's according to Legal Aid of Nebraska attorneys. The family wants to stay and pay rent as they have no other place to go if evicted. Now, in fear of not being able to find other housing, the family chose not to be on camera during their interview, but here's a portion of what they had to say.
The back door wasn't even on. I had to put that on myself because we had the door kicked in 6 times because the door was so weak.
First night we moved in, got kicked in.
And I'm just lucky I was there, to shoo them back out of there. The mice there are so bad that we have caught over, 50 mice since we've lived there.
The bugs are nasty too. They're terrible.
It's just terrible. It bugs everywhere. I mean, we can't get rid of them. I mean, we tried everything and we just can't get rid of them.
I asked why they chose to live in the apartment if the conditions were so rough, but something we have to realize is that, Miller says the landlord accepts general assistance, and the pair were trying to get back on their feet after one of them was left disabled right before the pandemic hit. Now, again, we reached out to Mr. Stanek, and he has not returned our phone calls. Chief City Housing Inspector Scott Lane says 9 out of the 12 apartments in Stanek's building currently have an open violation case. In the newsroom, Kent Lutzen, 3 News Now.